J7 Star Bricks coming at you with the last of the 2022 Avatar sets. It's at 75573, the Floating Mountain, Site 26 and RDA Samson, 887 pieces. Check it out. We got Jake Sully, the non-Avatar version, Dr. Grace Augustine, Trudy Chacon, Jake Sully, and Norm Spellman in his Avatar version, but no human Norm. Oh well. Look at that. That looks pretty cool, right? I love these Avatar boxes. I can't wait for the 2023 ones to come out January 1st. Check that out. There's a dire horse in this set too. We got some backgrounds showing off the characters. Those awesome Avatar minifigures. Just got the Avatar logo on this side. Some just writings and stuff on this side. We got the back showing off the set. Got some features shown off on the back here. And now we're going to build it because this set looks awesome.
The legendary Floating Mountains of Pandora. Heard of them?
First up, we've got Jake Sully, the actual Jake Sully in his wheelchair, RDA issued wheelchair. He's got his mask on. This is a pretty cool wheelchair piece. It's basically all one piece. So you put on the wheels. Ignore the studs on the bottom. I had to put those under there so that the wheelchair wouldn't fall off here. So the wheelchair is basically one piece, and then you stick the front wheels on, and then each back wheel is a separate piece that goes on. And then Jake Sully sits in the wheelchair. He does have a mask face, and just like all the other characters that are human in this set, if you take off the hair, he has a regular face underneath that as well. And this wheelchair does have, it's kind of a unique piece here, so this wheelchair does have a place to accept Legos underneath. And then if you take Jake Sully off, you can see that they sit in there and the studs hook to the holes on the underside of the leg there. So that's pretty cool. I like how they did that. And then we have Jake Sully in his Avatar form. So they gave him a bow in this set. I will say it's really cool. All of the Jake Sullys in the Avatar form for these first Avatar sets are all unique to the set. So they're not repeating just the same Jake Sully across all of the sets. So that's pretty cool. It's got the standard Avatar hair on the back so he can connect into the Pandora creatures. Got a print on the back there. It would be nice if they would do side printing on the legs and arms on these. That's maybe something Lego you should take a look at in the future. But pretty cool. I love the unique heads on these as well. Norm Spellman is the other Avatar figure in this set. Unfortunately, we did not get Norm's human figure in this set. Maybe in a future release. But we've got his Avatar in this set. So he's got his human-style clothing on the Avatar, just like in the movie. And they gave him a spear. It's got a little bit of printing on the back. There you go, Norm Spellman. I will say it's funny, all of these Avatar sets give you one extra tail per Avatar Lego minifigure. Like they expect these to get broken in play or something, but I have dozens of these tails extra now. It's kind of funny, they're just floating in a bucket. Next up we have Dr. Grace Augustine. Yay! Sigourney Weaver. And they kind of made it look like Sigourney Weaver somehow. That's pretty cool. I like the print on the pants, and she's got her boots and socks on the bottom. That's cool. She's got a little bit of printing on the back, but she does have printing on the side of her legs, unlike most of the other minifigures in the Avatar line. So that's cool. And then because Grace is a human figure, if you take off her hair, she does have a mask face on underneath that as well. And last but certainly not least is Trudy Chacon. Yay, Trudy. She's got her dog tags and her shirt on there and a belt. She does not have any printing on her legs, however. It's a cool hair piece they gave her there. She's got a little bit of printing on the back. And again, there's a second face on this one, although Trudy does not have a mask face because she was in the cockpit of her airship, so no need for her to wear a mask. I do like the war paint from the last scenes that she was in Avatar. That's really cool. And although he's not really a minifigure, we're going to put the dire horse included in this set up here. So just like the dire horse from the other set. So we've got an extra dire horse now. That's cool. 6 legs. Again, you could take that middle part here out and stick a minifigure on there to ride the dire horse. That's awesome. I love how they did a unique mold for this. All right, then we've got the RDA Samson 16. Check that out. I love how they've got Trudy's tiger as a sticker on the side of this set. That's cool that they pulled that detail from the movie. Check this thing out. Now, it's not to scale, which kind of sucks. I personally really like minifigure scale things. However, the more you scale things up into that minifigure scale, the more expensive they become. So I get that they didn't do that with this set. However, I would love to see a minifigure scale version of this in the future. It wouldn't have to be too much bigger to be minifigure scale. So you can see they put the new style of Lego Stud Blaster on the side where the weapons would go. I think that actually looks kind of cool there. You've got a place inside where the figures can sit in the doorway like they do in the movie. The landing skids. This looks pretty cool. I like the tail here. Now, these are just on a hinge, but they are supposed to be in that position. They don't really move in the movie. The engines are cool, so you can twist these like this, kind of like they did in the movies. These don't really spin freely too much. They're kind of pinned in there by these yellow pieces. I guess if you loosened the yellow pieces a little bit, you could get them to spin, but it's really more for display for me, so I'm fine with that. These do just spin around on here. This cockpit does come off. Unfortunately, it's not on a hinge. It's just kind of using studs to hold it on there. But you do have a cockpit area here. So you can see in that cockpit, there's a place for Trudy to sit, and there's a control stick in there. And there's Trudy in the cockpit. Obviously, she really can't grab that control stick, but it's in there for looks. And then we've got some sticker detail on the top here. I like the way these engines look on there. There you go. Now this does clip onto the included landscape piece that they give you. I love these landscape pieces, all the little details they put on here. You do have some glow-in-the-dark parts on these plants again. And then because it's supposed to be part of the Hallelujah Mountains, you've got the trans clear piece and then the floating piece up here. Now you can remove the helicopter, or Samson as they call them. It's just on here. There's one piece that clips in here. And it's just a black pin piece holding it in place there. So you can take that off there and take the helicopter down to play or put it in a different scene. I love the use of these pieces as vines where they curl around. That's pretty cool. And you can mount the Samson facing the other way on this. It's still pretty sturdy. It just wobbles a little bit more, but it's not going to fall over this way. And they do have a picture in the instruction book of the trailer and what it looks like in the movie. So you can see that it is definitely not minifigure scale. And in fact, this trailer is probably my least favorite of all the Lego Avatar sets or parts of sets that have come out. Don't get me wrong, it looks pretty cool. So I love the, the stabilizing feet to hold it on any terrain there. These were stairs in the movie, but I guess we didn't want to spare the extra parts to do stairs. If we spin it around, you can see there's some detail on the outside that's cool. We've got the tank out here. Again, you've got the stabilizers on the back. There's that little wheel on the back that gives it some cool detail there. It does have the windows, just not enough windows. They're not big enough. This front door does open, so you can, well, theoretically, there we go. That is an airlock in the movie. We didn't really make it an airlock in the set here. There's no second door in there. And then the top of this set easily comes off so that you can see inside the trailer. And you can see there's a little workstation here for Dr. Augustine. And we've got a little computer screen popped up there, the little hologram screens I have from the movie. And then you can see we've got Jake Sully's pod here. So there's a little monitor to monitor him while he's in there. These are completely backwards from the movies. They opened this way in the movies. And the whole thing was like a tube, right? It was all rounded. Lego lazied out on this and made a door. They took a door piece, they laid it down. It opens the wrong way. It opens the completely opposite way. And yeah, that's it. I mean, they just put a couple pieces on the floor and this slides over it. And yes, you can put Jake Sully in there. And he does fit. And then you can close the door. And he does fit in there. This just doesn't look at all like what they had in the movie. It's a pretty poor representation. I feel like they could have done that way better. Obviously, there was a lot more space in the trailers in the movie, but even just having this the right way and having this be a cylinder instead of just a flat bed, that just doesn't look great. But it is what it is. There we go. So you got the Site 26 research trailer there. And there we have it, set 75573, Floating Mountains, Site 26 and RDA Samson, 887 pieces. So, final thoughts on the set. Just like everything Lego nowadays, it is overpriced. It is 887 pieces. It's $100 US. So that's a little overpriced just for the amount of pieces that you get. And it's a little bit disappointing. I've loved all the Lego Avatar sets so far. Clearly none of them are to scale, but the trailer in this is pretty disappointing as far as representing what we saw in the movies, especially with the pods that they go into to control their avatars. That's just kind of lazy. It wasn't designed very well. It should have been more of a half cylinder instead of just a door frame turned on its back. That doesn't really excite me. The figures are good. The Dire Horse is cool. The landscape is cool. The Samson's pretty cool, although it's a little small. They could have made it a little bit larger with a few extra pieces. It would have then been minifigure scale, and it would have justified the $100 cost. As it is, if you're a big Avatar fan like me, maybe wait for it to go on sale a little bit. $100 just seems a little excessive for this set and what you get. That's my thoughts on it. Once again, my name is Jay, 7-Star Bricks. Go ahead and give us a like and subscribe. If you like the video, leave a comment down below. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know how you like these videos. If you like the Lego Avatar series, because I'm going to do more of the Lego Avatar series. I love the Avatar movies. And there are sets based on the sequel movie that are coming out January 1st, 2023. I can't wait for them. And you'll see them here. And we'll see you back for the next video. Thanks a lot, guys.